Hello and welcome to the channel. If you clicked on this video, you probably are going to be speaking in public, are speaking in public, or are just looking for some ideas to maybe enhance your public speaking. If that is the case, then I've got you covered. I'm going to give you 3 examples of how to start a speech or some type of presentation that you're giving so that you hook your audience, or just some different ideas and ways that people open up their speech. I will give you some pros and cons, that way you understand what are the benefits and the downsides potentially to using any of these 3 styles of introductions. I will use myself as an example, and these introductions will be framed as if they were the introduction for this video. My name is Nick Dyson. I am a Maxwell Leadership Certified Speaker. That also includes presenter. So I hope you find this interesting and helpful, and I hope you enjoy the video. Method number 1. This is giving achievements, or essentially a brief resume prior to starting your talk. An example of this is if I would open up this video and explain to you that I'm a former competitive public speaker, and I would tell you about the awards that I've received and the different accolades that I've obtained. The benefits to this is you can try to establish credibility, and you see a lot of speakers do this type of thing. The downside of that, you can come across as narcissistic or arrogant. So you have to be careful when and how you use that. So if I were going to be using this for a video like this, the introduction would sound something like this. Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Nick Dyson. I am a certified Maxwell Leadership speaker, trainer, and coach. And I have done competitive public speaking. I have won multiple gold and silver medals in competition. And I am looking forward to sharing my knowledge and experience with you to help you become a better speaker. So that's just an example of how that could be used. Again, that gives some accolades, resume essentially. None of those are harmful. Those are all things that I've done and achieved, but are they necessarily relevant in the topic of the video? Not always, because they can intimidate or make people shy away from the video, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So yes, now you know what I've done and things that I've achieved. That's all in the past. What matters here right now is you are with me in this video, and you are listening, looking for advice, and I'm wanting to help you. So that is one way you see a lot of speakers. They talk about their books, their awards, their recognitions, and that's what they use to establish credibility. That is probably the most common. That is also the way that I use the least, because I'm not a big fan of it. So keep that in mind when you're considering ways to open up your talk. The second way to establish an introduction to your talk is to give a quote or a story. It is something that grabs people's attention, provides some connection, and gets them relatable or related to you in your talk. So the pros of this is it grabs the attention, it establishes some relatability, and it gets your audience to look and connect with you. The negative thing to that is a lot of times you hit a peak of attention, and if your content is subpar, it starts to come back down quickly. So you have to be sure you back up what you say and what you start with the rest of your content. So, an example of this for you in the frame of this video. Hello and welcome to this video. I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to open up your presentation. Now, for me, this is something I had a lot of experience on while I was in college. I did multiple public speaking competitions and classes, and introductions were something that I had to really focus on and work on. It was a challenge for me. They didn't always come naturally. One of the ways that I relied and used most often was using quotes. Even in one of my speeches, I used a Sesame Street quote because it was so bizarre and unique. It caught people's attention, because who quotes Sesame Street when you are opening up a speech? It's very strange, but it worked in that context. Okay, so you've kind of heard the difference and that kind of thought. You can use a story or a quote to grab attention, but if your content does not back it up and meet the same quality as the expectation you just set, it will be subpar. So again, story, quote, you can give achievements, kind of a resume. Those can have their places. They can be beneficial. They can also be bad and harmful in some other instances. Now, the third one that I'm going to share with you, this is by far my favorite, and this is the one that I like to use now and the one that I'm planning to use long into the future. And you can even combine some of these, so just fair warning. Now, number 3 is thanking and acknowledging your audience before you get started with anything else. That is part of your introduction. So, an example of this, you may walk up on stage, or in the instance of this YouTube video again, I will use this as an example. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nick Dyson. I just want to take a moment to thank you for clicking into this video. I really want to try to inspire and help you become a better public speaker or presenter, and it means so much that you would come out and click on this video and listen to me speak. And I hope what I'm about to share with you is going to be beneficial to you. And I hope you enjoy, take notes, and follow along. And I hope you join me again for future conversations and talks as I try to help you become a better speaker, because that's why we're all here. We're all here to try to become better speakers, better communicators, better presenters, and we're all in this together. Okay, break out of that thought. In that type of instance, you connect with your audience, you're trying to empower them, lift them up, make them realize you're on equal ground with them. You're not somebody that's up on a pedestal and they're down below and you're talking down to them. We're all people, we're all human. You're empowering them, you're encouraging them, you're inspiring them, making them realize that you care about them and you are there to serve them, help them, add value to them as the speaker. It is great for connecting. I think this gives the best results, especially in a public speaking or keynote type of setting. This is probably the best way to at least get started. The negative to this, the only thing I can give you as a negative, if you take too long in this type of introduction, it will eat into your speaking time. So you have to be mindful of that and careful with that. Otherwise, by all means, connect with your audience, engage with them, get them to realize you care about them. You're their friend. You're there to help them, to serve them, to add value to them. It will benefit you in the long run, I guarantee it. So, I mentioned combining some of these methods. You absolutely can do that. You can start by thanking and acknowledging your audience, empowering them, and then sharing a quote or a story as kind of an icebreaker. Maybe you thank them, acknowledge them, and then you high level cover some of your achievements or some credibility so that they know you are authorized or capable of speaking on that topic. Maybe you go about it differently. Maybe you start out with a story to make yourself seem relatable and connect with your audience that way, and then you mix in your achievements and successes in that story. There's many ways you can combine these and work these to your preference, your style, and a way that benefits you the most. You also have to consider your audience, who you're speaking to, and where you're speaking to them. But in general, one of these 3 ways of opening up your presentation are going to be the common ones that you see. You will see these in TED Talks. You will see these in keynote speeches. You will see these in public speaking competitions, public speaking classes. Whatever you are looking at, these are the 3 most common ways you will see people open up a talk, speech, or presentation. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you. If so, and you like this content, let me know down below. Let me know which of these 3 styles are your favorite. Comment down below and let me know. If you have thoughts around communication, public speaking you would like to see in a video or me explain or teach on in some way, let me know down in the comments below, and I hope to be making a lot more content like this for you in the future. I hope you join me again on a future video, and I'll see you in the next one.